Hi everyone, Jesse here with eTrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at and I'll show you how to install the Blue Ox custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. We all know these Wranglers are going to be used for adventures and road trips, and they don't have a whole lot of storage space on the inside of the vehicle. So it's always nice to add a hitch on in order to add more storage space onto the back of it. Once you have this hitch installed, you could use accessories such as a bike rack or a cargo carrier, or you can even do some towing with it. Just remember, if you plan on doing any kind of towing with your vehicle, you will need to add on trailer wiring, which I like the Curt custom fit option. Speaking of the trailer wiring, a really nice feature of this Blue Ox hitch is it actually comes with a bracket to mount your trailer wiring, which is really nice when it comes to getting your wiring installed. That is something that you'll have to think about and plan ahead for, but Blue Ox did that planning for you. Now we'll take a closer look at our hitch. I really like the kind of matte black textured paint finish that they put on this. I think it looks really nice and rugged on the back of our Jeep today. And this receiver opening is going to be your standard 2" by 2" opening. Behind that is another standard 5/8" pinhole. The pin and clip are not included with the hitch. However, we have many options available here at eTrailer. Also, any accessory that you add on will most likely come with one included. And we have a nice sturdy safety cable loop down here, very easy to access with whatever style safety cable you have. For example, an S style like this, or even a large clevis like this. Now for some quick measurements, I did already measure the ground clearance from the ground to the top of the inside of the collar when we were parked on some flat ground, and that was 20 inches, so that's pretty high up there. I'd say if you're looking for ball mounts, definitely look for one with a drop to it. Then from the center of our pinhole to, we'll go off the spare tire here, is going to be right at 9 inches. So that is one thing about these Jeeps with the way their spare tires mounted. There's certain folding accessories that you'll be looking at that might not work very well with it. So just keep that number in mind for that. As for the capacities with this hitch, we have a gross trailer weight of 4,500 pounds. That's the amount of weight that you can pull behind the vehicle. And we have a maximum tongue weight of 675 pounds, which is the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch. You do have the option to use weight distribution with this hitch. However, those numbers will stay the same. And always be sure to double check your vehicle's owner's manual to ensure that your vehicle can handle that weight safely. All in all, I think you really can't go wrong with the Blue Ox hitch if you're looking for a hitch for your Jeep Wrangler. I really like the paint finish on it, and especially if you're looking to tow with it, it already has that trailer wiring bracket there ready for you to go. If you have any questions or concerns about this hitch or anything else we offer here at eTrailer, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to get you pointed in the right direction. As for the installation, it is a pretty simple process. Depending on your Jeep's rear bumper setup, you may kind of have to pry on it or hit the hitch with a dead blow to get it into place. If it's not something that you want to deal with yourself, check out our dealer locator. You can find someone local to you that would be happy to get this set up for you. If you are looking to see how this gets installed, then just follow along and I'll walk you through the process. We'll begin our installation by checking out the 4 mounting holes, because some models will have a couple bolts running through it with a bracket. So if you do have that, you'll have to remove it and get it out of our way. So in ours, these are 18mm bolts. I'll just get these loose and slide that bracket out. Now ours has some corrosion built up, so that plate didn't want to come out very easily, but if you take a pry bar or a flathead screwdriver, you just kind of pry down on it, you should be able to work that loose and get it out of our way. To give us a little more room to work with to get our hitch up into place, I'm going to remove 2 bolts. They're going to be 16mm. There's one right there and one right here. And now we'll have just a little bit more ability to pull this back. There's also some kind of adhesive sticky pad up there that I'm going to just use a flathead screwdriver to get off. Before we lift our hitch into place, just from experience, I know to check our holes, because sometimes either these 2 pieces of metal don't line up or the hole just simply isn't big enough. As you can see, I'm going to have to file this one out. Then my second one's just fine. Third one, I'll also have to file out, but my fourth one is good to go. I already checked that one. So what I'll do is, instead of lowering the exhaust and running a drill bit through the back, I'm just gonna work a file through and just work around the circle, and then I'll check every once in a while, see if my bolt will clear through. Now we can lift our hitch into position. It's still gonna be a pretty tight fit. So what I do is just focus on getting one of the outside holes started. Get our bolt and washer, push through the back side. And once this one's started, it'll help us get the rest of them lined up. To get our nuts started, especially on this one where our wiring bracket is, it is pretty tight. So I'm just gonna pull back the bolt and with one finger, try to get that lined up and thread the bolt on. And once you get a few threads started, you should be good. So it is very tricky to get our nuts started on each one. It really helps to have a bendable magnet like this to kind of work it up into position and then get that bolt started. And once it's started, we can get a wrench on it, but it's just actually getting those first few threads to bite that's kind of tricky. Now we'll take a 3/4 inch socket and wrench, and at least with my wrenches, they're narrow enough to fit through here with the closed end. I'm just going to use that to hold it while I use my ratchet on the bolt and get this tightened down. And while you're tightening these down, you kind of want to check every once in a while to make sure that the hitch is level, because the holes are slotted vertically. So you could use a level or just eyeball it, just make sure it looks pretty straight. As far as tightening down the one on our driver's side with this bracket here, I couldn't figure out a way without modifying a wrench to get it to fit. So I'm just using a pry bar to hold it down. These are whiz nuts, so once we get flush with the hitch, it should kind of bite down and we should be able to torque it down all the way, but this is going to help us get to that point. Now we'll take our torque wrench, which I do recommend having a longer 1/2 inch torque wrench like this, and we'll torque down from the bolt side, each one, to the specifications in the instructions. Once you have everything torqued down and put back together, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the Blue Ox custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2021 Jeep Wrangler.